Guys, Lego Prime Films here, and this is my Lego Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime version 3. So, yeah, this guy took about 2 weeks to make, and I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. I definitely managed to get the sides and the top and everything much smoother, and all more of the gaps filled in than I did on the last one. So view from the front, and unfortunately I didn't have any tinted windows, so I had to stick with the clear ones, which really affects the looks, but overall it still looks pretty good. The view from the other side, and the view from the back. So yeah, looks pretty good. And here he is sized by a Lego minifigure. So overall he actually is a very big figure. Obviously they're not sized 100% accurate, as you can see, but I feel like it's still pretty close. I mean, the important thing is that I had him sized accurate with all my other Transformers. So here is sized by my Dark of the Moon Leadfoot. So I feel like these are sized pretty accurate together. Obviously his wheels, they should be a little bigger, but fortunately due to how he transforms and just the size he is, that I had to use small ones. I think he still looks pretty good though. Like, it's not too big of a difference. And here he is sized from the top. So, yeah, as I said, I managed to get him much more smooth and sleek. He's definitely more compact as well. Here he is sized from the bottom, or not sized, but here's his bottom. So not much going on down there, just typical Optimus Prime. So yeah, I mean, not really much to size here. For the last size comparison, here he is by the enlarged version of the last night's Studio Series Optimus Prime. So he is actually a decent size because this guy is much bigger than original Studio Series one. Because I got this one, it's the enlarged version, so the bigger one. So yeah, I mean, height-wise, not as tall. He's about up to this line here. Length-wise, he's a little bit shorter. And width-wise, I think he might have, this one might have this one beat, but that's because there's like a lot going on back there that, yeah, unfortunately I could not get that super flat or like more compact. Yeah, this guy does look pretty good. And this guy can drive, so he actually drives very well, which is something that I managed to add from the last one too. Unfortunately, these wheels will fold out eventually. It's just the way that they are. But overall, it looks pretty cool. Now for the transformation. So first thing you want to do is come to the back here, and there's two things that is tabbed in. I already have it untabbed because it's a pain in the butt to do, and it's hard to do on camera. So just untab those two studs back there, get this piece, bring it up and out just as far as possible for now. And I get these, bring them up. Same with the other side. Bring it up just like that, and I get these smokestacks and bring them around like that. And same here, bring it around just like that. I'll bring it back more. Here we go. Now I might as well do the backpack real quick. I tried to minimize how big his backpack was, but it's still a little big, but I feel like I got it down pretty well. First thing you want to do, angle this piece, and like that. Same on this side, angle it in just like that. There we go. Now you want to get this piece, bring it back, Get this piece and rotate it. Now you have to do some rotating on this circle joint here, but eventually it should, once you slide it like that, then it will rotate just fine and put it back in place. That's one of the reasons I had to use these, and because I don't have any of the other smooth ones for the oil tank. Just like that. Same for the other side. Okay, now that both of those are rotated, you want to press this thing flat, bring this back just like that, and slide it down. Whoops. Slide it down as far as possible. Now get this piece here and rotate it in and in. Just like that. Same on this side. So get this piece and slide it down just like that. Bring it down. Get this piece, rotate it. And yeah, that's right. This piece slide over a little bit. Just a little bit there. Now get this piece rotated and bring it in just like that. Okay. And there's the backpack. Next thing I want to do, just get this backpack, actually bring it back up. There we go. Make sure everything's in place. Okay, there we go. This is the best I could do for the backpack. It was really hard to figure it out because I already had everything else made. And this is really just the best I could come up with. But I feel like it still turned out pretty good. The only problem is these like to sag down every now and then because the joints are sort of loose. Let's bring these in all the way. Might have to move the smokestacks down a little bit for more clearance. Okay. Now, this next part, get this piece, bring it up and around, and I'm just gonna untab this so it's easier to transform and easier to see. So now you want to come down here, get his arms, and just bring it out, just like that. Same for the other side. And bring it out on that joint. Now, come back to the back and tab this back in so it doesn't try and fall down. If it will tab back in. Actually, let's get this piece, slide it all the way out, slide it all the way out on this side too. Slide it. There we go. And tab it in. There we go. What fell off? Alright. Next thing you want to do is get his arm. Just bring it down on that hinge just to get it out of the way. And bring it down. Now for the arm transformation, bring his hand out, get this piece rotated in. Rotate his arm. Oops. And he'll have kind of like a double hinge joint there. Okay, other side. Bring his hand out. Rotate this piece. Rotate his arm there. And bring out the hinge. There we go. Next thing you want to do is get this piece rotated around. Just like that. There we go. Now you want to bring this piece around there. Get this piece and bring it up. Now I want to come here to the door. And get the door and bring it out. Now I get this piece rotated up. Should have just enough clearance. Now come to the bottom here. My bad if it's hard to see, guys. Get this piece and bring it up around and rotate it. Get this piece and rotate it around. Just like that. Bring it there. Now we can get this piece, actually bring his head up first. Get his head and bring it up, just like that. Now I'm gonna slide this piece back in, and here, if you just push it, it should rotate just like that. And his head is missing an ear. Okay, now get the door and bring it out. Make sure to slide it down all the way. And on this piece back here, I'm gonna slide it down even more so it has enough clearance to get through there, just like that. And now on this hinge back here, just push it back and it'll just sit in there, just like that, on these lights. Now get his head, bring it around just like that. Now get his arm, bring it up, like that, rotate it. This here, rotate this piece, slide it over, just like that. Bring this piece down. There's one side. Now, other side. Okay, there's the other side all done. Now, let's move on to the legs. I'll fix that in a minute. First thing you want to do, get the front grills here and just break them apart just like that. Or untab them. Move his legs out to the side a little bit. Now get this piece and rotate it there. Get these pieces and bring them. Whoa. Through just like that. There you go. He's a little fragile until he's transformed, and then he's all good. Get his feet and bring him down like that. Get this piece. I'm gonna rotate it out. My bad. All right. I get this piece and it should have just enough clearance to rotate around, or not. Bring this piece like that. Rotate around. Just like that if it wants to work. There. Now other side. Bring his feet out. This hinge just like that. Come to the inside. And same as the other side. So you rotate this piece in. Oops. Bring it around just like that. There we go. Now go here to his knee pads. Fold them up. Rotate it. Around just like that. Same for this side now. Up. Oh. Rotate. Like that. Now you want to come here. Get this piece and it'll go collapse into it just like that. On these multiple hinges. There, and in the back, this will tab into this piece here. There we go. Whoops. And tab just like that, no? Don't worry about that in a minute. Here. Oh, that's why. There's his feet. Bring this piece back down. Rotate this piece back in just like that. Okay. Now, other side. There's both sides done. Now, get this piece, just keep it down for now. Here we go. Now, time to hook on. Just get these two pieces, hook it on right there. Right down. And in just like that, and bring this piece up. And it'll actually just sit there, surprisingly. Keep leaning it down, it should just sit like that. Okay. Alright, here's Prime all transformed into robot mode. So, a couple things. As you can see, his legs are a little skinny down there. Which, I mean, I don't really have a choice, the way the transformation was. But also, he is a little top heavy. But I'm still really glad with how this guy turned out. I mean, yeah, I feel like I hit accuracy pretty well. He is very top heavy, which makes him hard to stand up. But I'm still really happy with how this guy turned out. And yeah, he is a little fragile. He does have full mobility. Everything on his arms and legs, even his ankles can move when you untab the back pieces. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, give you some views to the side. And the only reason he has this heavy problem is because his ankles are really weak, just on the two studs. So yeah, he does look a little weird from the side, but from the back, I feel like he's much better than my previous one was. I managed to get this more compact and pressed against him how he is in the movie. These are probably a little big. But overall, I feel like it still turned out pretty decent. And view from the other side. And here is sized by a Lego minifigure. So yeah, this guy is giant. Like, I honestly shocked myself. First time I fully transformed it when I finished him because of how like tall he is compared to a minifigure, especially because of how compact I got everything in his truck mode. But yeah, I really like how this guy turned out. And the first thing I'd try and fix when I did would be the legs. But I probably won't be updating this guy for a while because he is my version 3. But yeah, he did turn out pretty good. Here he is sized by my Lego G1 Starscream. And here he is sized by my Lego Age of Extinction or The Last Night Optimus Prime. So yeah, he is much taller, much more tall, size, accurate. Like, this guy really has a lot bunched up in him. But they still look really cool together. And I mean, yeah, this guy still looks really cool as well. He's just a lot harder to make the transformation. I tried to hide all the vehicle parts best I could. So yeah. Now, I do have a whole list of Transformers that I would really like to make. But unfortunately, to certain color pieces I have and limitation to pieces, I'm not really sure which one I'll build next. I'd like to build a Bumblebee because I haven't built one of those yet. Or I haven't built one in a while. So that's probably the first thing I'll get to if I have enough yellow pieces or black pieces, depending on which one I want to do. But yeah, I mean, this guy turned out really cool. Thanks for watching, and